How many of you remember that guy by the name Arababi of Labour Party? During the 2023 presidential electoral petition, that Peter Obi petitioned INEC and Tinubu. Remember, this guy Rambabi and his colleague, I forgot the other guy, that one that looked like a native doctor. They were the one going to the court to see how they can stop the Peter Obi case at court. The only thing that saved Peter Obi was that he also, in the case, also filed as as an independent, you understand, as an independent candidate. That was why they were not able to withdraw the case. You guys remember? Now, this same Rambabi that was on different television stations there calling obedient to idiot, saying that Peter Obi mustn't challenge Tinubu, bring Yoruba sentiment, and if you remember. Now, this guy, yes, on Friday, has come out and reported on Vanguard newspaper. He said Peter Obi is going to represent Labour Party in 2027 because he's currently the secretary of Labour Party. He says he's going to represent, Labour Party in 2027. Alex Oti, they are endorsing for his re-election, and Badebo Revival. Do you understand? Okay. I don't want to say anything, guys. What I want to do now, I want us to read together what he said on Vanguard newspaper. When we are done, I will show you a short clip of him, on Charles TV. I'll show you previous video. Internet never forget. We'll watch that one. They will not join them together to do our analysis. But before we delve into this guy, kindly do me a favor by giving this video a thumbs up and please share. Thank you. Let's read together now. According to Vanguard newspaper, 2027 LP endorses Obi presidential bid. OT Revival for governor. The National Working Committee of the Labour Party on Friday endorsed the 2023 presidential candidate of the party, Peter Obi, and his presidential candidate for the 2027 general election. The party, which has equally endorsed Governor Alex Oti of Abia State re-election bid and Badebo Revival as the party's flag bearers in Lagos State, expressed confidence that Obi will unseat President Bola Tinubu led All Progressive Congress in the 2027 presidential election. The National Publicity Secretary of the party, Abayomi Arambabi, who disclosed this in a statement he made available to Vanguard in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital, said many Nigerians, especially youth, are currently yearning for Obi due to Tinubu's policies that are not favorable for the masses. According to Arambabi, the main focus of the Labour Party in 2027 is to unseat President Tinubu 2027 through democratic means, with Peter Obi as the front runner for the presidency in 2027. He said, "Our major focus is getting the APC out of office only through the ballot box, if Nigerians so desire, and not through illegitimate means." He said Peter Obi would once again represent the Labour Party in 2027 presidential race and reiterated the party's determination to support Governor Oti's re-election bid in Abia and Revival gubernatorial candidate in Lagos. "We are united in our resolve to bring about a better Nigeria under the leadership of Peter Obi." All right, thank you so much for watching. Right now, can we please read together, watch rather, is short clip on Channels Television, okay? Short video. Let's just watch. Please pay close attention to things he said, because these are the things we are going to use for our analysis. Thank you. Please don't forget to share.
Good morning, Nigerians. This press conference is about certain individuals claiming to be members of Labour Party that are calling for the formation of an interim administration and claiming that they are against the swearing in of the president-elect as declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission. And the people behind it are Julius Abure, the former National Chairman of Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo, Obiora Ifo, and Dr. Tanko Yunusa, and we are calling for their arrest and prosecution by the Inspector General of Police for breach of peace and an act that will undermine the unity of Nigeria. Following a series of agitation and call for the restraining the president-elect from being sworn in on May 29, 2023. Labour Party hereby allayed the fears of Nigerians that the swearing in of the president-elect will not have an impact on the ongoing legal tussle in the presidential election tribunal involving our party, APC, and INEC. You will recall the television interview by the legal luminary, Chief Falana SAN, who explicitly posited the position of the law on the election matter at the tribunal, and Labour Party was in agreement with him because the issue had been properly dissected by the legal jurisprudence, who affirmed that the statement credited to Cardinal Onoyekon may not be feasible, as the current legal tussle may take more than 3 months before it could be finally disposed of. The Electoral Act and Constitution of Nigeria does not give room for vacuum. So whether the president-elect is sworn in or not, there is right to remove him legally if found that he was not duly elected, according to Chief Falana. While citing one example, like the 2003 election of Peter Obi and Chrissy Gigi, Ahmed Dati, our current vice president candidate, and who got elected as a senator then, and Masari, the outgoing governor of Katsina. The judiciary played the role it was expected of it, and those that lost at the court vacated their seat in spite of spending some time at the seat then. Mr. Peter Obi started afresh, likewise others, and that's why we're having staggered election in some states, including Anambra. Now let me now delve on the constitutional provision on when the president-elect may not be sworn in, so that most of us, the obedient family, Labour Party family, and the obedient, those calling for war in Nigeria, will know. Section 136, sub 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended states, if the president-elect die before taking oath of allegiance and oath of office, the vice president will be sworn in as president. The vice president-elect, who is now the president, will nominate a new vice president with an approval of a simple majority of the joint sitting of both the Senate and the House of Reps. Section 136(2) of the 1999 Constitution as amended states, where both the president-elect and vice president-elect die before they are sworn in, the INEC shall immediately conduct an election for the president and the vice president. Now, constitutional provision on when there is a vacancy in the presidency. Section 146, sub 1 of the 1999 Constitution as amended states as follows: where the office of the president is vacant and as a result of death or resignation, impeachment, or permanent incapacity or removal from any other reason, the vice president shall be sworn in as president. While Section 146, sub 2 of the 1999 Constitution amended state that where the seat of both the president and vice president become vacant, the Senate president shall hold office for the president for no more than 3 months, within which an election for a new president will be conducted to complete the remaining period. Section 146(3) of the same 1999 Constitution as amended said, the new president elected shall nominate a vice president who shall now nominate a vice president with the approval of the Senate and the House of Reps. The only time the Senate president can hold the office of the president is where both the president and the vice president are incapacitated, and the Senate president can only hold office for no more than 3 months. It became very clear those people calling, especially Dr. Tanko Yunusa and Kenneth Okonkwo, who are calling that the Senate president should be sworn in. We need to allow the Nigerian police, because if the Constitution says the only condition where a Senate president will hold an office is when both the vice president and the president and vice president are incapacitated. We don't know why they are calling for this. Probably they want to incapacitate the president-elect and vice president-elect. The police will need to do their work on that. Now, what Peter Obi is crying for is not supported by the law. Our law provides that where an election is challenged, the winner will be sworn into the office and will continue to act in that capacity until the hearing and determination of the petition challenging the election. A refusal to swear in the president-elect as president will create a vacuum in the system, Which law above, from President Obasanjo to Yar'Adua to Jonathan to Buhari, this has remained the law and the system. Why should the position change now when the law has not been changed? Our law does not provide for interim president in the circumstance. The only time we had an interim president in Nigeria was Chief Ene-Shonekan, which was a military stunt and not a constitutional procedure. Even Peter Obi has also benefited from the system, being sworn into office irrespective of pending petition at the tribunal. Peter Obi was sworn to office as governor, while Andy Uba went to the tribunal to challenge his election. And at no time did anybody say an interim governor should be sworn in. The law has to be complied with, which is to swear in the president-elect. Even though we are not of the same party, but Labour Party believe in the rule of law, and such that law must be complied with. If anybody wants to challenge the narrative, they will have to change the law. But with what we have now in our constitution today, their demands are not backed up by any law. It is null and void and of no confidence. It is misconceived and show a serious ignorance of the law. Labour Party therefore warn all the obedient clandestinely parading themselves as LP member and other obedient who may be agitating that the president-elect should not be sworn in to have a rethink, as Labour Party will not support any unlawful means of agitation or change of government violently. We cannot throw the baby away with the bathwater. The same election brought in our candidate who won in the last general election. We have so many House of Assembly, senators, and House of Reps. Now, who want to be judgmental must not be selective. Those who come to equity must come with clean hand. How can the election be discredited for a winner, but credible for the winner among members of the opposition party, including Labour Party? What we should be working for is how to suddenly review our election process, so we do have a winner who will be sworn in and who everybody will rally around. The Labour Party will continue to pursue our matter in court only lawfully with all vigor, whether Tinubu is sworn in or not. Finally, Labour Party presently want to announce to Nigeria that we are under the siege of political vampires, political buccaneers, predators, and emergency democrats, where some civilians in military camouflage want to conspire with the dictate of informing Nigeria to stage a coup d'etat against May 29 Nigeria. That we will not support. And we also want to challenge our presidential candidate that on a moral ground, he needed to be found on the side of law, because we must show to Nigeria that even if victory is given to us at the presidential election petition at the Court of Appeal or Supreme Court, other candidates will respect it. Therefore, once we want that candidate to respect the decision of the court in our favor, we must also respect the decision of court against us. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for watching. Now, I'm pretty sure you will be shocked, as I am, some of you, you'll be shocked at the things you read and what is said in this video. The first thing I will say before I proceed is that Nigeria is a cruise. You understand? Okay. Now, isn't it funny? Isn't it amazing that same man who was strongly against Peter Obi, same person who went to the extent, who never agreed that the election was rigged, that this person stole the mandate, same people were trying to withdraw a case from court, same individuals that were being sponsored by Tinubu, they come to call with presidential, very sophisticated, what's it called, cars and the rest, encourage, sponsored by Tinubu. Some people have turned out. My first question is, since when did they still become enemies? That's the number one question. When? Number two, I don't cease to understand. See, I want to go straight to the point. What is playing like now is a strategy from Tinubu to trap Peter Obi. Remember, they call him a master strategist. Strategies that could not strategize to take Nigeria to the next level. Remember, this guy was the one that wanted to start his criminality. He went to take Wike, use it to steal the mandate of the people, as Agbaye for. After stealing the mandate, he gave him Abuja. The guy is there, doing all manner of stuff. Are you guys understanding me now? He uses the same Wike to destabilize PDP. This guy is destabilizing all opposition party. Let me remind you of something. Remember recently, Akpabio also came out to say 2027 election must count. And some were thinking maybe, is this guy not fighting Tinubu? This and that. No. All these are all strategy to prepare the mind of Nigerians. Prepare our mind so that we'll come out and mass, we'll vote, we think this will work out. Do you understand? That's number one. That was the side of Akpabio. Now, this one, by the time they said this one, maybe God forbid, Peter Obi that first sheepishly, right? That time will come, something will happen. You see that this ticket is skipping out, we will not get it. Or even if you get it, issue will come up the way play at the other time. Tinubu use it to do is this thing. The truth is, I want to believe, I'm of the opinion, number one, Peter Obi is not stupid, he's not childish, he's not senseless to fall into this trap. They want to trap him, but it's too big to be trapped by these entities, by these fellows. They can't trap him. That's number one. Number two, the best thing for Peter Obi can never, under any circumstances, under any circumstances, except Akpabio and his leadership, New Labour Party, Peter Obi the leadership that he wants, let them be there. Except that. But aside that, nothing of any kind should make Peter Obi consider running under LP. Never. Now they are not talking because they know, number one, the way things are going, and Lesotho is not with them, Rosario is not with them, Peter Obi is not with them. So they're not bringing this strategy. Who are you going to deceive? Who are you deceiving? What's your take on this, friend? Does it make sense to you? Please, in case today is your first time coming across my video, I want to say a big thank you to you for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I can't take the privilege to see you. Please don't forget to help me like and share this video. Thanks and God bless you.